Okay, I think I'm back. Let me double check. Okay, yes, I am back. Y'all, I was having so much. First, I thought my computer was gonna die, and it was just like, nope, your computer had a problem. We're just gonna restart in the middle of your live. These things wouldn't happen if I wasn't live, but you know, it's either that or y'all wouldn't get the video until Monday morning. I may start doing that though, y'all, because I really don't like the way this just cuts off on me in the middle of doing something. I lose people that way, so that's what I don't like. Anyway, if you are back, thank you for coming back. But we were just looking at our setups, our 2-week setups this week. I went through these on the last few videos, but on the last video, but really quickly, you have that 3-2 down, 2 up, the possible 3-2 down continuation. You have Apple for your rev strat on your 2-week. You have Tesla with a possible 2 down, 2 up. Starbucks with the breakthrough, and the Morningstar Doji for the possible 2 down, 2 up recovery. You have Oracle, where you have a 3-2 down, 2 up. I do not think that it will finish this 3. Remember that this is a mother bar and a new broadening formation, which I did not draw on these. Y'all have to draw your own. But even if it comes halfway up, that's still a decent move. Nvidia has an inside 2-week that I believe, no, it won't true. Well, it's far from the inside month, but it could definitely still continue to push. CRM has a nice hammer on the 2-week, kind of like what it did here. So looking to see if it's going to push to the upside. TTWO has an inside 2-week. Now, one thing about TTWO is it's also close to its quarter trigger, which is at 135.84. On the monthly, no, not the monthly, it goes to the upside. It can trigger upside at 147. Okay. You look at it on the 2-week, you can see it's under these EMAs. But when you look at it on the weekly, it's almost in a head and shoulders pattern. So this can go either way. It needs to break above here with some strength to move to the upside and possibly come to the top of this broadening formation. Okay. Then you have out of our sectors, which setups I like. I like XLY. We already talked about that for the 3-2 down, 2 up. XLK for that. This is what Apple and Microsoft are looking like. And then XLC, same thing, 3-2 down, 2 up. Okay, so that's your 2-week. And then for your weekly list, I am still watching this FRO. We're still in this cup and handle. So now if it can break above this 1886, that may be a decent move to the upside for y'all to buy shares. Remember, this is a shares play. Watching Moderna still, because Moderna did have somewhat of a 2-week setup here. So if it does this 2 down, 2 up, and can come up to the 115. 115 is what I'm looking for it to break. If it can break this to the upside, we have a PMG on the month. And again, Moderna may need some news to do that, but even if it wanted to do this 142, that's a decent move. Also remember, because this is a PMG on the monthly, it can take a couple of months to move. Now, granted, it may not take that long because it's Moderna. It may have, good moves, but that's something we just want to be aware of. Okay. Your inside weeks, you got UPS at the inside of a serious downtrend right here. Wait, is this a PMG? 2, 3. Another weekly PMG. So even if it did that, okay, and it came up 50% is 171.76. That's half of that move. All right, so watch UPS. We have our fresh TTO, so let me just see if it's going to recover from here. Nike has an inside week. Now, Nike had really good earnings, and it gapped up, and then it kind of held there. So first, of course, we would look to see if it fills this gap. Not necessarily sure it's going to do that, but then it may start moving to the upside. So watch Nike for that. New has a double inside week. Pause for effect. Which means that on the 2-week, you got an inside week here. But we know that double inside, whatever, usually lead to strong moves. So if this breaks over 160, grab those calls, okay? Consequently, if it breaks under 151, grab those puts. Amazon we did talk about because we said we had this weekly here and we're right around the quarter month open, so watching to see time frame continuity if it flips or not. JP Morgan has somewhat of a Morningstar doji hammer here, not even a hammer, Morningstar doji. So it may come back up into this range. Have to see. We already talked about IWM at the last in the last video. So if this can 2 down, 2 up, this may have a really strong move. You got a possible PMG there on the week. I'll put this up here on my PMG list. And then XLI, another PMG on the week with a possible hammer. Okay, so that is all I have for y'all this week. I always say I'm gonna try to come back with a weekly recap, and then it just never happens. But hope you guys are taking these plays. Maybe I should come through with the recap because the plays last week hit. If y'all took COP, if you took GS, if you took crowd like McDonald's, we've caught some really fire plays over the last couple of weeks. So if you have taken any of them, or if you've done well with any of them, please let us know. We really, really appreciate that. But okay, I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and happy trading.